Oh, Cappy, back from a run. That's why my hair looks all disheveled and everything. Old sweaty Cappy. And as I run, all good things come to me when you're by yourself and you're running or driving across Kansas. And it dawned on me because it's Mother Day. I hear it in my headphones. Oh, Mother's Day, this day, that day. And you might be saying, well, Cappy, Mother's Day 2035, it's not 2035. That's 15 years from now. And I'd say, outstanding observation, intrepid lieutenant. You're right. It's not 2035. But it dawned on me with something because I, I let it go. I let it go. But I get really sick and tired that I'm the bad guy because I asked society to be responsible. I asked individuals to have self-ownership and responsibility. And usually that means not having kids you can't afford, not majoring in stupid subjects, spending less than you may. Oh, I'm the bearer of, anti-party Cappy. But I, more than 5-10 times, find myself with other evil right-wingers going to bat for the kids of society, even though we don't have them. And while the kids today, they're kids, they don't have anything to defend themselves. They're just kids. They will be adults in 2035. And instead of me trying to bang my head against the wall to get parents to raise their kids, to maintain nuclear families, to have a father present in the household, and for mothers to set your bleeping career down, set your bleeping master's degrees down, and start raising your effing children. I'm the bad guy. Oh, I've given up. I've given up. I know the train's going full speed. The bridge is out. Cappy, you're not Superman. You can't stop more powerful than a locomotive. I'm not more powerful than a locomotive. I get yelled at. I get called istanisms all the time because I'm like, won't someone actually think of the children? So I've given up. I'm not going to convince today's parents, especially mothers, that your children should be the number one thing in your life. And you not just say that, but it's in your bleeping actions that you actually take care of your kids. And I've always known this. I've always seen the hypocrisy. I just couldn't prove it. Except now. Because what I want today's children of Mother's Day 2020 is when you are 15 years older, you will be an adult. And on Mother's Day 2035, you're going to search Mother's Day 2035. And what I'm asking all of you now in the future, hello from the past, old angry Cappy. Oh boy, I'll be even a more old curmudgeonly angry man then. 15 years, I'll be 60. I'll have a cane. This will be a luxurious gray long hair. All I ask that you who are tuning in today as now adults who were children in 2020 and your life ain't going the way it was supposed to, and where's dad, and there's all these problems and life didn't turn out the way your parents promised you. Matter of fact, I didn't tell you anything and you've learned everything on YouTube. Go to your mom's social media account right now. Go back to Mother's Day 2020 and look at all the statements she made about how hard it is raising children, how much she loved her work more than you, and that's what it is. All the complaining and whining, all the comments about without the schools, who's going to feed my children? Look at it with adult and no more wool over your eyes to see the actions and the words now that are forever immemorial in memory in the internet. The internet never forgets just how little your mom cared about you. I'd say we'll do this for Father's Day too, because fathers are completely absent, whether they're there or not. We'll get to you guys on Father's Day. But since it's Mother Day and mothers are holy and sacred, say, oh yeah. Especially the lefty, powerful, independent, strong women that got to put their career, I'm a career in education, and all the nice, I'm not even going to mention that word. It might demonetize this video. I want you to go and look what your mother said about the responsibilities and obligations of being a mother, of raising you. because I don't know what 2035 is going to look like. I have a feeling it's going to be worse. But I just want to point out one thing that this bug, because we can't say the C word. I know it's not that one. I just want to highlight this one thing that I find very despicable. This is really what made me lose all faith in humanity, what this bug has exposed in our society. And that is how little parents actually care about their children. How little parents view their children as a check mark, a thing to have, a piece of I got my SUV. I have my MLM. I sell essential oils. I have a master's. And I'm too busy. Oh, who's going to raise my kid? Oh, so hard. Oh, I need money. I need free daycare. I need someone. Maybe you raise the kids. But like I said, it was depressing when I came to this realization. Most parents don't love their kids. Most mothers love their careers and themselves and their educations, whatever a master's in sociology is worth, more than their kids. Most women love other women's kids more than you, either because they're teachers or they're social workers raising other women's children because those women are too busy outsourcing their children to other women to raise their children in the social work department because they're too busy working whatever job to raise other women's children. Don't worry, we'll get to Father's Day soon enough. And I wanted to highlight what the bug is highlighted. I wanted to bring it out. Because now we have tons of ample data, proof positive. Most parents don't love their children. Most mothers love themselves more than their kids. And if you think I'm being overreacting or sensational, I'm being deadly serious. It's just that you accidentally slipped. I love my children. Let me read something from this book, and I strongly recommend that you guys all share this video for the help for the children. Now, don't share with little kids today. They're not going to understand. But like a lot of things in life, here's your help when you're an adult to explain what happened to you in your past. This is a book for everybody to help out with called How Not to Become a Millennial. And let us see if this is actual love. Okay? Is this love or is this laziness? This is from the chapter Boomer Parents. Subtopic, Too Lazy and Cowardly to Parent. I was attending a charity event and found myself talking with a boomer couple and their 20-something daughter. The topic of conversation was about their other daughter who could not attend as she lived out of state. Though she was pushing 30, she was still having trouble, quote, finding herself and still relied on the financial support of her parents. But I could tell by the rolling eyes of her younger daughter that it was her parents' handouts that was the problem, not the solution, as it was simply enabling her older sister to continue her parasitic lifestyle. They knew I was an economist, so they asked for my advice. I said, cut her off cold turkey totally now. But the mother said something very interesting. Oh no, I just couldn't do that. She's my baby. And so I left it at that, as I knew there was nothing I could do. But that statement really needs to be dissected because it is everything wrong with boomer parenting and parenting today. Because while on the face of it, it seemed the mother just wanted what was best for her child, in reality, she was a lazy and cowardly mother who clearly loved herself more than her own child. The real reason the mother and father continue to financially support their adult child daughter is not because they loved her. It's because of fear. Fear of the toil and suffering that comes with being a real parent. And not only were they too lazy to parent, but they were cowards on top of it, afraid of the confrontational conversation they would have to have with their daughter to set her on the path of adulthood. This is why they forked over the monthly stipend to their daughter, because it spared them the discomfort and pain of having an uncomfortable conversation. And so if you think about it clearly, they literally feared the discomfort of having that necessary conversation more than they loved their daughter, because if they really loved their daughter more than themselves, they would gladly suffer that minor pain to ensure her future would be better in the long run. I think that's the only part of the excerpt. This is everything that was wrong with boomer parenting, laziness, and cowardice. And then this goes on. If you want, you can pick up this book, paperback, Kindle, and soon to be audiobook. It is an outstanding book, but that's just my opinion. And so there you go. I do not have the time to convince modern day parents to start loving their children. That's already too late for that. Kids today are none of my business or domain, so there's no reason to do that. But 15 years from now, when you kids are adults and you're wondering about some things, oh, and by the way, you will have certain ideologies that are pro one gender over another. We'll just leave it at that. Shoved down your throat. You're going to start asking questions. And all I want you to look at is what happened on Mother's Day 2020 on your mom's social media accounts. And you could go back a week or two, ever since this event has happened. Go Mother's Day and a month back and see just how committed your average American mother was to raising her children. And that's it. You can search my name. I can't put certain links in. I think I put some links down below, some appropriate links. I have a consulting company. If you search me, you'll find me, but I can't mention it. And we have that there. I do have some other books and all that. I did contribute to that book, by the way. I'm incredibly biased. We have a super chat. Ronan Boyle. Now you got, woke up late and made a bit of noise. Let me bum the moans. I don't know what that means. Ice Nose for $5. U of Denver has a major for nonprofit leadership. Yay, should I get student loans in order to get my second master's there, Cappy? Yes. Because your education is more important than your children. That's why you need to ship them out and outsource them to daycare. That's why we need daycare facilities at places of work, so you don't have to bother raising your kid. You can look at a screen and commute. See? All right. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.